Hello everybody, Sean here, and we are taking a look at the Aava boss fight, the first boss fight in the new Dark Souls 2 DLC, and something to keep in mind, pro tip number 1, let's say. When you begin the DLC, you hit the first bonfire and you'll go through a large iced up door, and you're given a choice to go left or go right. Highly suggest you do not go left, as you will come through this boss fog door much earlier than you're supposed to, and when you get to the boss, you'll notice he is invisible. No one wants to fight an invisible boss in Dark Souls 2, so just make sure you do not go left when you start the DLC. Go right, you'll get the key item that you need to see the boss, then you can come back and you'll see him and you'll find out he's actually a large saber-toothed tiger. So, what is the Aava fight all about? Well, when you first come in, the first tip is go through the fog door before you do any of your buffing. You can actually walk up about 3/4 of this bridge before you trigger the fight. So get closer to him before you buff up. It's only going to save you maybe 5 to 10 seconds, but those are several seconds that your sword will be stronger or you'll have better defenses, whatever it is you like to employ. So just go through the fog door and then buff up before you waste several seconds of your spell walking through the fog door. Aava's attacks are primarily physical, but he has 3 magical ones. You saw one right there, which is a form of the crystal homing soul mass. It doesn't home in super well, but the closer you are, the more likely you are to be hit. So anytime you see him use that spell, back away. That's the second one, which is basically the same as the flame pillars, except for this time it's icy crystals. He'll only use that one when you're close to him. So basically, long range, he's going to use the homing soul mass. Close range, he's going to use the crystal pillars. He has a third one, which you'll see even more rarely, and that is an explosion. Much like all the other bosses in the DLC, they all seem to have an explosion-based attack, so if you stand close to him for too long, he'll kind of hunch up and growl a little bit, and then boom, will release the explosion. It's a magic-based explosion, so having your shield up is not going to save you from it. His other attacks are all melee-based, primarily to do with his paws, although he has one where he'll walk away, he'll jump at you, and he'll try to eat you. If he does manage to eat you, it's going to do a ton of damage. Don't let that happen. For your character, don't worry about the magic. If you're coming into this fight, just bring a shield that's got 100% melee block, because there's times like that where you might just get hit, and it's much easier to get your shield up than it is to try to dodge and risk taking a hit. For weapons, you're going to want to use either fire or darkness enchanted gear, swords, what have you, if you're using spells and pyromancy or hexes. They seem to do a little more damage. It wasn't huge numbers, but my darkness sword was hitting for, I believe, it was 15 or 20 more than my magic enchanted sword was. For the actual fighting, how you're going to take down Aava, it's pretty straightforward because Aava is very easy to get looped in a pattern. Basically what he will do is he'll run towards you. Anytime Aava is running towards you, don't roll away from him, roll towards him, because all of his attacks are kind of like a cone facing forward. If you roll into him, you'll roll through the cone and you'll be completely safe. That goes for the paw swipes, that goes for the lunge where he tries to eat you. Just roll forward, just like you saw there. You'll roll under the attacks, you'll be completely safe. That was one instance where I rolled backwards, and I'm very surprised, honestly, I did not get eaten, because that was within pixels. Generally, roll forward, it's going to be a lot safer. But anyways, you want to loop him into these attacks. So he's going to run at you like this. You're going to roll towards him, hit him once or twice, depending on how slow your weapon is, and then you want to get away, because if you linger for too long, he's going to either do that very large, almost like it's 180 degrees, maybe a little more, of a paw swipe to try to get you away from him, or he's going to do that AoE explosion, neither of which you want to deal with. So hit him a few times and then get away, or just be very defensive. Don't just keep hitting him, because he will punish you if you are doing that. Hit him once or twice, and then reset. He's gonna keep doing this as you're watching. Hit him a couple times, roll away. He'll either keep standing near you and will attack again, or he'll run away. And then you just keep doing this again and again. You get a couple hits in. Maybe sometimes you can get 3 or 4 hits in because he doesn't walk away from you. So times like this where you can kind of reset, get close to him again. But generally, you'll hit him a couple times and he'll walk away from you. Hit him a couple times, he'll walk away from you. And you just keep doing that over and over until he dies. Remember, anytime he rolls towards you, roll towards him. It's much safer that way. Keep your shield up if you're having issues. Again, it 100% melee block shields will block all of his physical attacks. They'll even block him when he lunges at you. If you have the shield up, it'll take like all of your stamina to block the hit, but you can block even the very powerful lunges, so keep that in mind. But otherwise, just do this back and forth with him, and eventually you will get the kill. But yeah, that's it. That's the Aava boss fight. I hope this helps out even a little bit. It is a tricky first fight. I thank you for watching. We'll see everyone next time.